Hey yo, what's up? What's poppin'? It's your boy, OJZ, back at it again. Nothing special, nothing new. We all been here before. Y'all know what's about to go down, alright? As y'all can see by this gorgeous landscape, today we got Horizon Forbidden West. I swear to y'all, the graphics on these games lately make me want to use photo mode so bad. I swear, I'm telling y'all, one of these days, I'm gonna be featured on PlayStation's, IG share of the week, whatever they do. Once I get this IG page up, it's going down. Guarantee it. Alright, but let's get into it. Forbidden West is leagues ahead of the first one. This is a giant step forward, and that's not even knocking like the first one. I'm sure on some level, the general consensus was that we can all agree the first one was solid. It was good. It was tight. So, with this being even better, Guerrilla deserves a lot of praise for delivering as well as they did. To go into some specifics, I'll talk about the combat first, obviously, since that's kind of like the meat of all the games that I do. Surprise, surprise, fighting the machines is the best thing about it, again. In my opinion, scanning a machine to learn its weaknesses, the components, the weapons you can take off, setting traps, using the environment to pick apart the machines, never gets old. Especially since this time around it added a ton of new machines, new elemental attacks, and valor surges. And I can't even begin to describe to you guys how essential it is to use these. Like, on a surface level, they're basically, like ultimate abilities in a way, since you build up enough valor, and that way you can unleash like an ultimate attack or ultimate power up, ultimate bonus, perk, whatever, what have you. It's up to you. There's like 5 or 6 to choose from. I only like switched around between 3, but for some reason my dumbass neglected to use them for 60% of the game. But don't do that, because I guarantee you they actually can literally change the pace and flip the entire script for a battle that you're doing. So don't sleep on those. The melee combat also got a significant improvement this time. It still takes a back seat to the range, with the bows and arrows and all the different types of weapons you can use from a distance, obviously, since you're fighting machines. But it was a welcome improvement. I could tell they tried. It was really obvious. The new techniques, the different amount of combos you could use, definitely helped for fighting the human enemies, especially towards the end of the game when you have to fight the final boss, for Gala. She's the main human antagonist in this one. So it helped with her. The Resonator Blast, that once you do enough damage with your spear, it'll charge it up, and then you can unleash a heavy attack. And then it sounds complicated, but it's not really. It's just a heavy attack after it's charged up, and then you have to shoot this little circle area target, and it'll do a massive explosion or something for some big points. That was really good. I used it probably 50% of the time while I fought a really low level machine that was moving around too much. Just pull it down the rope caster, do some of those, and you're golden, bro. I also think the game excels in a narrative standpoint as well, which is kind of the important thing when it comes to these PlayStation exclusives in a lot of ways. They somehow managed to juggle multiple plot threads and blended the past, the present together, which simultaneously led to implications for the future. Meaning, there were certain missions that obviously you're going through them in the present, but the way things are as you're going through them, they explain how they got to be through different audio logs, flashbacks, text logs, data points like that. All those went together, and once you had those pieces that fit into that puzzle, you could see what they were setting up later down the line. And I always appreciated that. It was pretty much that solid consistency throughout the entire game. The biggest thing I like, though, surprisingly, because I don't be doing side quests because I ain't got time for all that mess, but the side quest in here was killer. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was some banging missions. They were engaging, and they gave you a decent amount of experience points, upgrade points to use, and build your skill level, which is mad important because for some reason in this game, and it's not really a nitpick, but I'm just an observation. But a lot of the main story missions were pretty spaced out based on your skill level. So you'd have one that you just do, maybe it's level 17, but the next main mission you do, they recommend level 20. So And obviously, at the end of level 17, when you did that mission, you didn't level up 3 levels. So it was good to get those out of the way. The side missions that'll help you level up so you can have an easier time once you do the next main mission. That was how I approached it. Anytime I finished the main one, I just do a couple of side quests, get to know the area, get some upgrade points, get better stuff. Real simple process. Alright, to be completely honest with y'all, it's not a whole lot I didn't like about this game. I thought it was damn near perfect. I mean, I know that's probably it's probably an exaggeration. The only thing I think is damn near perfect is God of War 2018, but this was really good. My only gripe with this game, and it's a nitpick. It's a nitpick. I thought the story was good. The gameplay is fantastic. So if I really want to find something wrong with the game, I had to think about it. And the only way I could come up with this was that it was a big inconvenience. I felt it throughout the game. It was always a major issue for me. So I almost wasn't going to mention it because it's not that big of a deal, and it's just me on my part being lazy is why I couldn't solve the issue. But it was just such a big inconvenience that I had to mention it. So I do not like the stash. The stash in this game, I don't like it. It needs to go, or it needs to be improved. They need to do away with it, or honestly, I think just do away with it because it doesn't make sense that I can have 6 weapons on my weapon wheel, quote unquote. And she can hold all that, but she can't hold a couple extra potions. Let me just say, it's a great idea, on paper. Obviously, I mean it makes sense, but I can't tell you how many times I, quote unquote, ran out of health potions, cleanse potions, stamina potions, whatever. But I ran out on hand, but I had over 40 in my stash. I kid you not. Something like 32 small health potions, 16 mediums, and probably 13 large health potions, all just sitting in my stash that I could not access, so I would be just SOL when I needed them in the field, right? Yes, I know. You can upgrade the carrying capacity of your potions, but to do that, you gotta hunt a bunch of different animals, and you got me bent over sideways if you think I'm gonna stop what I'm doing every time I see a squirrel just on the off chance that when I kill it, I'm gonna get what I need. The final boss had me so tight, dude, because I had nothing. I think I had 2 pieces of food, 1 cleanse potion, and 1 large health potion. The final boss, obviously the most difficult fight in the game, probably from what I got. I mean, I didn't 100% complete the game, obviously, but I mean, it was the most difficult fight in a story perspective. So, yeah, she moved really quick. She did a lot of damage, and I couldn't really combat that because I didn't have enough health potions. So, but like I mentioned earlier, I wisened up after about probably 45 fucking minutes of hating my life and realized, oh, you know what? Damn, these Valor Surges. So I just threw on these the one for survival. Every time I need a boost, just do that little ultimate and just get I think a little health increase. I forgot what it did completely, but health increase or regenerate health over time. Anyway, like I said, that saved my life. I did it probably 4 times within that whole battle maybe, and it was manageable throughout then. It was manageable. And once I started, using the elemental attacks the way I should have, correctly. Anyway, that's all I got. I'm going to cut it there because I think I'm in danger of going too long. But, yeah, solid game. Dope outing. Pick it up if you get a chance. Keep it tight, y'all.